Canyon University has officially joined the Mountain West Conference. They will be participating in basketball and I believe all non-football sports starting in the 2025-2026 season. This is great news. This is the Let's Run podcast. Folks, thank you so much for checking out the show today. Quick video. I wanted to get in and talk about this Grand Canyon news. There has been a little bit of pushback. I'd say mostly positive. Obviously, there are Pac fans, fans of schools that are leaving for the Pac-12 conference, specifically a couple of Utah State fans. I've seen a couple of San Diego State fans. Haven't really seen much from Colorado State or Boise State fans being mad about it. But mostly, Colorado State, San Diego State. I guess San Diego State fans there are plenty of, but they're so basketball oriented. And Colorado State fans I don't really see on Twitter that often, although there are some that are really cool guys and really cool people. And every time I communicate with Colorado State fans, I always really enjoy myself and the time that I get to talk to them. But we got the news today. Ross Dellinger tweeted out, and I guess I can show the tweet because that might be useful here. Let's pull it up. So Ross Dellinger, and guys, please do, while you're here, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I am a UNLV podcast, but I try and talk about all things, especially in the summer, conference realignment, college football. Please like, please subscribe. I hope that you like the channel and let me know your thoughts and your opinions. So Ross Dellinger this morning tweets out pretty early, 6:17 a.m. The Mountain West has finalized an agreement with Grand Canyon for the school to join the league as a member this fall, a year earlier than anticipated. GCU does not play football and is expected to be added to the Mountain West schedules for 25-26. And then he gives a little information about Grand Canyon. It is a huge, Grand Canyon is kind of a big deal as a university. Obviously, there are some criticisms about the way that they're run. It's a private university that is for profit, I believe. But they take their basketball very seriously. In fact, they took UNLV's best player out of the portal, Jaden Henley, besides DJ Thomas, of course. And he goes on to say, Grand Canyon, a private institution in Phoenix with an enrollment of 100,000+. If you wonder why that number is so big, it's because they do a lot of online degrees. Essentially they had been about to join the WAC to be with Gonzaga and St. Mary's. It says that they were going to join the WAC, but they ended up turning that down to join the Mountain West instead. The move with GCU comes after 5 Mountain West members departing for the Pac-12 game formal notice last month of their exit, and a few days after the latest mediation session and conference departing members over the exit fees. They have now, as of yet, not reached a resolution. So Grand Canyon is, in my opinion, a really cool institution. And I get that they're not perfect. As a fan of a school that, UNLV for a long time was considered kind of a sleazy university because of our gambling ties and because of the Boyds, and people have denigrated UNLV. Obviously, as a person who graduated from BYU, Grand Canyon is also a religious university. BYU gets a lot of criticism for the type of university that they are, being directly affiliated with the church. The criticism towards Grand Canyon a lot of times is that, it's the privately funded stuff. There has been a lawsuit about the degrees that they gave out. But I have known multiple people that have gone to Grand Canyon and had a wonderful experience at that school, have really felt like it's boosted their education prospects, their career prospects, that it's been a good place for faith-based learning and also, normal learning as well. And so, look, I get that Grand Canyon has, I don't want to say skeletons in their closet, but I get that there's a little bit of controversy around them as an academic institution, but they spend a lot on basketball. Their head coach, Bryce Drew, I think is making like $2.5 million as a head coach. Very good coach, by the way. Very good coach, by the way. And they have made it to the NCAA tournament. I believe they won an NCAA tournament game a couple of years ago. They make it to the NCAA tournament pretty consistently. They have a big funding, donor-backed funding, so they have a lot of money in NIL. It's in Phoenix. I think Phoenix as a city is a little undertapped in the college market. They have Arizona State, of course, and that's a massive university, big public school, um, a school that has done very well, obviously in football recently and in basketball even as well. Even though I know that they're not quite where they want to be right now with Hurley there, but I feel like you forget how massive Phoenix is. And Grand Canyon, I wish they played football. In fact, I really do. But their kind of approach is, well, we're just going to put all our money into basketball. We're going to try and make the tournament. We're going to try and make deep runs. We're going to use that as a way to kind of promote our school. Maybe one day they'll do football, but not in the near future. And not just that, they also play other sports. Like a lot of people feel and talk about how the Mountain West doesn't have a good enough baseball league. The Mountain West doesn't have enough of this type of team or that type of team. And GCU kind of helps backfill that. And I think personally that the Pac 12, if they were looking for a basketball only member, would have been a lot better off going after GCU than a school like St. Mary's. GCU's got a real gym that they play in, they get huge attendance, their student section is marvelous. It's a legitimate home court advantage, and they're successful. And so I could not be personally any happier with this addition for the Mountain West. And I'm happy they're joining in the 25-26 season. And my theory is, this is just a theory, it's a little bit of speculation, but my theory is the Mountain West needed GCU. We needed to add another basketball school. Obviously, we were never going to make up for losing Utah State, Colorado State, San Diego State, Boise State on the basketball side. But there are still some good basketball schools in the Mountain West. New Mexico's an awesome basketball school. The Pit is amazing. Reno has this new basketball arena that they're building, and they've had basketball success. And even though I don't like Reno, I do, have to admit that they take basketball very seriously up there in Northern Nevada. And so adding GCU, and then hopefully if Josh Pastner, which I have faith that he will, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully GCU can be another boon to the Mountain West Conference. The Mountain West needed GCU. And I think, this is my theory, that part of the reason why the Mountain West was able to lure GCU the way that they did, I do not think that the Mountain West is sharing football revenue with GCU like the Pac-12 is doing with Gonzaga, but I actually don't know that for sure. That's just a speculation, an educated guess. I think the Mountain West said, hey, if you join the Mountain West, we'll add you this year for this last swan song season of the Mountain West. And that was a fantastic decision. I get why there are some Pac-12 fans and some future Pac-12 fans that would be a little upset about this. The Pac-12 schools could not stop this from happening. The minute that they officially sent in their notice, now, arguably, the whole point of the lawsuit is that the Pac-12 schools, the Mountain West claims that the Pac-12 schools actually sent in their notice last October or last September, I guess, when they officially announced they were joining another conference. But once June 1st happened and the Pac-12 schools officially submitted their notice that they were leaving the conference to go to the new Pac-12, they lost their voting rights in the conference. So San Diego State, Boise State, Utah State, Colorado State, these schools, Fresno State, could not stop the Mountain West from adding GCU for the 25-26 season. I think that was appealing for GCU. And I think they wanted to be a part of this last, Mountain West swan song. They need a conference affiliation because of their whole WCC WAC situation that they are in. And so adding them was just an awesome solution for them. It's an awesome solution for us. They take it seriously. They win. And I guess if you have problems with the institution of GCU, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. If you're a GCU fan watching this, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Why one way or the other do you think that it's a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Because I have no problem with it. Having known people that have gone to GCU and had a really good experience there, and just kind of having respect for a Christian college, and a college that is providing relatively affordable education for 100,000 plus people. I think that's just a good thing for the world. I think it's a good thing that that GCU exists, and it's a very good thing that they're a part of the new Mountain West. It helps, doesn't fix the problem, but it helps a little bit with a band-aid for losing all of those great basketball brands that we previously had in the Mountain West. And so, welcome to the new Mountain West, GCU. Happy to have you. If you disagree with me, please let me know in the comments. Please please subscribe to the video. And ultimately, I still plan on getting up my episode 2 of College Football Realignment. talking about San Diego State University. Excited to get that video up, doing some research now. I believe the next school after San Diego State University will be UTEP. I'm going to be talking about Texas El Paso. Excited about that. Have some people from UTEP that I'm going to talk to and get to learn more about that school. But really excited. I think this is great news. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. And let's run.